The top 10 medieval fortresses. Imagine a towering stone castle rising from a cliff, its walls bristling with battlements, its gates sealed shut against invading armies. For centuries, these fortresses weren't just symbols of power. They were the ultimate strongholds of survival. From the wind-swept mountains of Scotland to the deserts of Syria, medieval fortresses shaped the course of history. In this video, we're counting down the top 10 medieval fortresses that defined the Middle Ages. These weren't just castles, they were marvels of military engineering, political power, and sheer human determination. Stick around, because number 1 is a fortress so formidable it changed the fate of nations. Part 1. The Foundations of Power. Number 10. Krak des Chevaliers, Syria. We begin with one of the most legendary crusader castles of all time, Krak des Chevaliers. Built in the 12th century, it was the crown jewel of the Knights Hospitaller, who transformed it into a fortress that could withstand armies many times its size. With concentric walls, a moat, and towers that gave archers a deadly field of fire, Krak des Chevaliers was considered nearly impregnable. Even famed Arab historian Ibn Shaddad called it the finest castle in the world. It could house up to 2,000 soldiers, and inside its walls were stables, storerooms, and even a chapel, essentially a fortified city. Number 9. Windsor Castle, England. Next, we move to England, where Windsor Castle still stands today as the world's oldest and largest inhabited castle. Originally built by William the Conqueror in the 11th century, Windsor was a fortress designed to control the River Thames and keep London secure. Over time, it transformed from a medieval stronghold into a royal residence. But make no mistake, those mighty stone walls and towers were once bristling with defenses. During the English Civil War, Windsor even served as a military headquarters. Today, it's still a symbol of royal authority, blending medieval might with modern tradition. Part 2. Symbols of Resistance. Number 8. Edinburgh Castle, Scotland. High on a volcanic rock, Edinburgh Castle dominates the skyline of Scotland's capital. This fortress has witnessed some of the most dramatic moments in Scottish history, from royal coronations to brutal sieges. In the wars of Scottish independence, it switched hands multiple times between the Scots and the English. Its position made it a nearly perfect defensive stronghold, with sheer cliffs on most sides. Even today, as you walk up the Royal Mile towards its gates, you can feel the weight of centuries of battles fought beneath its walls. Number 7. Carcassonne, France. Few places look more like a medieval fairy tale than Carcassonne. With its double walls, 52 watchtowers, and iconic pointed roofs, it's the very image of a fortress from legend. But Carcassonne was far more than pretty architecture. In the 13th century, it was a stronghold of royal power in southern France, defending against invasions and rebellions. Its strategic position on trade routes gave it immense importance. Restored in the 19th century, Carcassonne today stands as one of the most complete and best-preserved medieval fortresses in the world. Part 3. The Gateways of Empire. Number 6. Alcázar of Segovia, Spain. Our next stop takes us to Spain, where the Alcázar of Segovia rises like the bow of a ship from a rocky crag. Originally built as a fortress in the 12th century, it later became a royal palace, military academy, and even a state prison. Its mix of Gothic, Romanesque, and Moorish influences reflects Spain's layered history of Christian and Muslim rule. With its drawbridge, towers, and commanding views, the Alcázar was as practical as it was beautiful. Legend even has it that Walt Disney drew inspiration from its turrets when designing Cinderella's castle. Number 5. Himeji Castle, Japan. While Europe was bristling with stone keeps, Japan developed its own unique fortress style. Himeji Castle, completed in the early 17th century, is perhaps the finest example of Japanese castle architecture. Nicknamed the White Heron for its elegant wing-like roofs, Himeji wasn't just about beauty. Its maze-like defenses, hidden gates, and multiple baileys made it a nightmare for invaders. Unlike many medieval castles, Himeji was never destroyed in war, so what we see today is the real thing, a stunning fortress that combines grace with military genius. Part 4. Strongholds of Faith and War. Number 4. Mont-Saint-Michel, France. Rising from tidal waters off the coast of Normandy, Mont-Saint-Michel looks like something from a dream. Originally built as a monastery in the 8th century, it became a fortress during the 100 Years' War. Its location made it practically unassailable. Attackers had to cross treacherous mudflats and contend with the tides. The English tried repeatedly to take it, but the fortress monastery stood firm. Today, Mont-Saint-Michel remains a breathtaking symbol of faith and fortitude. Number 3. Malbork Castle, Poland. If size impresses you, then Malbork Castle is your fortress. Built by the Teutonic Knights in the 13th century, it's the largest brick castle in the world. This wasn't just a military base, it was the headquarters of a powerful religious order. With its massive walls, high towers, and strategic location on the Nogat River, Malbork was designed to dominate Northern Europe. It served as a political, economic, and military hub, projecting Teutonic power for centuries. Part 5. The Pinnacles of Medieval Might. Number 2. Tower of London, England. Few fortresses are as infamous as the Tower of London. Built by William the Conqueror, after 1066, the tower became the ultimate symbol of royal authority and fear. It wasn't just a fortress. It was a royal residence, a prison, and the site of countless executions. Anne Boleyn, Lady Jane Grey, and even princes of the realm met their fate within its walls. Guarded by the iconic beefeaters, the tower still houses the crown jewels today. It remains one of the most recognized fortresses in the world, steeped in history, mystery, and legend. Number 1. Constantinople's Walls, Turkey. At number 1, we have the legendary Walls of Constantinople. For over 1,000 years, these defenses protected the capital of the Byzantine Empire. Stretching over 14 miles with massive double walls, towers, and a moat, they repelled countless sieges. From Huns to Arabs to Bulgars, nearly every major power of the Middle Ages tried to breach them, and failed. It wasn't until 1453, when the Ottomans used giant cannons, that Constantinople finally fell. These walls didn't just defend a city, they preserved an empire and shaped the destiny of Europe and the Near East for centuries. Conclusion. From the sun-bleached stones of Krak des Chevaliers to the towering walls of Constantinople, these fortresses weren't just places of defense, they were centers of power, culture, and resilience. Each one tells a story of human ingenuity, ambition, and the eternal struggle for survival. So which of these fortresses would you most want to visit? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this journey through medieval history, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more stories of castles, knights, and empires. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep exploring the past.